Hello everybody, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Priscilla and I am doing the Osho Tarot Readings that have been going on for the last 6 months or so. This particular tarot reading is specifically for the full moon in Leo that technically landed on Valentine's Day in some parts of the world, which was Friday, but it actually was exact at Saturday morning for us, which is yesterday. I am aware that this reading or this video I'm doing now is actually a little bit later than planned. Circumstances have this way of pushing some things to the side so that other things can be dealt with. And this is the first chance I've had to sit down fully grounded in myself, ready to do the reading. So I'd like to draw the card and bring up the card for the full moon related to Leo. Even though technically the full moon has now shifted and it's now actually the moon's in Virgo, it's actually quite probably a good time for me to do it because it's going to be a lot more grounding for me to be able to speak. So what we have here today is the very beautiful card called Flowering, and this is about oh wow, looking at all the beautiful colours and the ability to sit in flow. There's an awful lot going on around us at the moment, and the power of not moving with flow is actually what's going to bring us up short. If we start to stress about what's going to happen in the future, we stop our flow. If we think that things have to look like a certain way or a certain form, we stop our flow. And here you can see the Queen of Rainbows sitting on a lotus flower, and she's actually clicking her fingers, and there's an internal rhythm that she's working with, which is her personal flow, which is quite lovely. So when she's tuned into that, she's in harmony within herself. As you can see, her hair is also black and white, which is an indicator of duality, light and dark, right, wrong, you know, male, female, all the areas that we have duality in our lives. And when there is a flow there, it moves seamlessly and effortlessly from one form to the other. However, when we actually stop the flow, or when we try to block it so that it looks like something that we want, it basically everything goes to pot. So what I can also see here too is a beautiful place of unfolding, quite literally, as the word says, flowering, an opportunity to open up and receive, an opportunity to stay present to what is coming towards us and accepting it fully in its form. And sometimes this is something that we don't want to receive because it doesn't look like what we want. However, when we do sit with it and we do allow it to come towards us, the beauty can unfold as it's moving towards us. If we are allowing ourselves to receive this, then the gifts that we receive will be, I can't quite explain how that could be, but it can be so much more than we're prepared to allow ourselves to believe. So the trust here is to sit in flow, allow the flowering, the unfolding. As you can see, the lotus flower that she's sitting on is also on water, so that indicates a flow as well. And the lotus flower receives its nurturing from the waters, and therefore that is a form of receiving nurturing, nutrients, things that keep things alive. You know, plants can't grow without water. We will die without water after 4 or 5 days, maybe a bit longer, depending on the state of our bodies before we go into that environment. One would hope we never get to that. But fundamentally, yes, our body is water and we need water. So allowing that flow to move, allowing ourselves to receive that flow, and to, you know, click our fingers into the internal rhythm that we have. And how beautiful is that we have this ability to listen to our own rhythm. And here is a key opportunity for us to do that, to sit in it and allow it to come towards us, allow ourselves to receive. And with all the beautiful lotus flowers falling from the sky as an indicator that we're in a beautiful place to receive gifts from the heavens, so to speak. I'm looking here at the aura around around her head on the card, and this beautiful glow indicates a natural form of protection, that when we're in our flow, we are naturally protected from what's going on around us. This, I feel, is probably one of the most key things that we forget to tap into. When we stay in tune, when we stay in our flow, we are naturally protected from all of the messiness, the awkwardness, and we move through. It's like moving through life in a bubble, not to distract ourselves or to be protected from things in a yucky kind of way, but probably more allowing of the bubble as the nurturing, internal nurturing part of ourselves, and that keeps us flowing through the awkward times or flowing through the not so pleasant times, the harder times. So yeah, beautiful card. This is related to the full moon because there's a lot of intensity around full moons. It reaches a peak when it's exact, and there's a lot of frustration and pain for most people. A lot of people think it's a lot of fun, but it can actually also be quite difficult. And this is an indication that we can stay within our hearts, within our flow, and move through with without as many obstructions and frustrations, and to receive as well, learning to receive the beauty that is around us. When we stop and smell the roses, things feel always a lot more comfortable, a lot more gentle, and considering the intensity of full moons, being gentle with ourselves is quite key. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope that reading has been of use to you, and I really appreciate those who take time to watch the videos, and if they're interested, they're very welcome to share them. These are for everybody. This is a collective energy that I'm tapping into, and so it's there for all. Thank you and blessings. Goodbye.